guys, it's Amanda with Eat Pray Crunch, and today I'm going to do a review of the training pants that I have been using with our son Alex, who's 2.5 and in the midst of potty training. And I just did an update on our latest on potty training, so if you're interested in how all of that has been going, I will link that video down below. So let's get started. Since our son is 2.5 and we're in the midst of a gradual potty training process, I was looking for a few things in training pants. First of all, let me start by saying that we initially started with these Gerber training pants. They're just like the basic ones that you can get at, Target, any store. They come in like packs of 6 or 8 or whatever it is, and they just have a little extra absorbency in here, but they're not waterproof and they just pull up and down like underwear. And we initially started Alex on these hoping that the 3-day potty training would be quick and that he would get it down right away, but he didn't. So these ended up being more stress than they were worth at the point that we're at right now, just because when he was having accidents with them, especially when he was having poop accidents, it's not fun pulling training pants up and down. I'll just say that. So anyway, I was like, I need to find waterproof training pants. I still wanted them to be cloth. I still wanted him to feel wet when he was wet so that, he knew that sensation. Because I really don't think that you get that with pull-ups. Pull-ups are basically just glorified diapers in my book. We do still use them when we're out sometimes, although he basically has number 1 down now, so it's not so much an issue for him using a pull-up now because he basically has it down and is just backup. But in the beginning, I really didn't want to use them because they're so absorbent that they can't feel when they're wet. So that was important to me in getting cloth training pants. So I ended up doing some research on Amazon and ended up finding 2 different kinds of training pants. The first kind is called BubuBibi, and I think they're just like what they call the China cheapie. They're a kind of training pant that has a waterproof layer on the inside, but it is soft and kind of like a terry material on the inside, and it's definitely absorbent in this area as well, but not nearly as much as a cloth diaper. It definitely will hold like, a small amount of pee, but it definitely is not like a diaper where it will hold a lot. And that's exactly what I wanted it. I just wanted it to be backup. I wanted him to be able to feel it. And so I got those, and I also got Super Undies. The brand is called Super Undies. And it's basically the same with these. There's a waterproof layer in them and they are cloth on the inside. So I just wanted to compare these 3 training pants and what I like and don't like about all 3 of them. So first of all, like I said, these Gerber ones, they're definitely cheap, they're inexpensive, which is great. I think these will be really good for when he's like almost completely potty trained. He, has a little dribble and doesn't quite make it to the potty in time. I feel like these are good for that once he's like almost completely potty trained. But for earlier in the process, I really don't like these. There's a poop accident. Pulling these up and down, not fun. So that's kind of how I feel about these. The BubuBibi ones, I really liked how inexpensive these were. These were like, gosh, $11 a piece or something like that. So these were really affordable on Amazon. And the thing that I like about these and these, actually both of them, is that they have snaps. They both snap on the side. So that makes it amazing for when there is a poop accident, because then you don't have to deal with the pulling up and down. You just kind of treat it like a diaper, but for the most part it feels like underwear. It's thin, and it's just has a little bit of absorbency, but it also has that waterproof layer, which I love when we're out, when we're just around the house. And they're stretchy, so they pull up and down easily, just like underwear. So I really like what you get for the price for these. The only way that they are kind of cheap is that the elastic is not great in the legs. And so I find that I have to set the setting. There actually are 3 settings, so depending on your child's leg size and waist size, you can adjust for that. And that is nice. But because the elastic is not great in the legs, if there is a poop accident, it doesn't always contain it around the legs very well, if that makes sense. That's one thing I don't like about it, but for the most part, I I really like these for what you get for the price. They're also just kind of cute. These have little jungle animals, and I have one with the little polka dots as well. And they're kind of that minky feeling on the outside, so they're really soft, and I like that as well. So anyway, so that's the BubuBibi. And then these are my absolute favorites. These are the Super Undies. And these are basically like, almost like a pocket diaper, but they have stretchy sides, so they pull up and down like underwear, and I love that. They are still way thinner than a diaper though, so it's still, I mean, it's thicker than underwear, but it's still thin enough that it feels like underwear. So like the BubuBibi, these have the snaps on the side, and they actually almost, see, this is the front and this is the back, so they kind of like snap in the back so that the kid can't unsnap them and take them off themselves, so that's a plus as well. But if you do have a poo accident, just like the others, you can unsnap it and treat it like a diaper then, and that is awesome. There is an absorbent, like a thin absorbent layer. Most of the time that's all we use. Most of the time he makes it through the day without even having any accident in these. But if you need extra absorbency, like if I want to use them for nap time, it is like a pocket diaper. I don't know if you can see here, but there is this middle section, and you can stick an insert in here. Now I didn't get an insert to go with it since I have so many in my collection. I have a couple of hemp doublers and microfiber inserts that I've inherited over the last couple years, so I just use those when I need to. If I want to use them during nap time, that kind of thing. So I really liked that feature about these, although I actually don't use the pocket that much, but I like that it's there, and I have used it on occasion. It could also be used if we're going to be doing like a long car ride, and I just want that extra absorbency. I think it's really great for that. So I really like that feature in these. The only thing I don't like about it is when it's all, you know, snapped up and put together and you're pulling it up on the kid, these little pockets kind of get scrunched down. When you're pulling them up, they kind of get all scrunched down. You have to reach down and kind of pull them up. That's kind of annoying, but for all of the other features, I feel like it's worth it because these things are so high quality and have worked really well for the purpose that we need them for. So I can oversee that little bit of annoyance. You know, I suppose that even if you didn't want to use it as a pocket diaper and just liked all the other features, you could even just cut that little pocket out because there's still that absorbent layer underneath, and then that wouldn't even be an issue. So anyway, so by far I would say that the Super Undies are my absolute favorite. They are a little bit more pricey. I think they're like $25 a piece, $25 a piece. So they're kind of like the price of buying like an all-in-one or a pocket diaper. That's about the cost of them. And I bought 4 and 2 of these kinds. So it's a little bit of an investment, but overall it's still spending way less than buying a bunch of pull-ups, which we do as backup, but we don't buy that many of them. So I felt like just like all other cloth diapers, same idea, you're still saving a ton of money by going the cloth route, and the kid can feel when they go, and that helps them to potty train better. And I've got my little assistant with me. She was getting a little fussy, so you're gonna help me, huh? One day you'll be using these little training pants as well, huh? What do you think of that? So that is pretty much it, you guys. That's my review of the Super Undies, the Gerber, and the BubuBibi. So I hope that's helpful for you guys. If you have any experience with any of those, I would love to hear your experiences. Please leave those in the comments below. Or if you have any suggestions of ones that you like better, that kind of thing, let me know in the comments below. So thank you guys so much for watching, and if you liked this video and found it helpful, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. And if you're new here, welcome, and don't forget to subscribe so you can see more videos and get a little notification when I have a new video coming out. And also I have a Facebook page now for Eat, Pray, Crunch, so if you haven't checked that out and liked it, you can head on over there. I'll have it linked down below as well. So thank you guys so much for watching, and we'll see you next time. Bye. What are those? Oh my goodness, what are those? Num, 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 num. Time. He still has an accident now and then, but he's pretty much got the #1 down completely, and I am so proud of him. Like, we can go on outings and he will stay dry for like 2 or 3 hours now. As for #2, that is another story. I think this is pretty common.